Hi, my name's Desiree. First, I'd like to tell you a little bit about myself. I live in Melbourne, Australia. I have two children, a 1-year-old boy and a 4-year-old girl. I work 3 days a week for an accounting firm. Now, since having kids, I'd wanted the opportunity to be able to work from home. Now, we know that there's a lot of jobs online now that say that you can work from home. The more I looked into them, they were either scams, they weren't even based in Australia, and they were having these unrealistic promises of earning lots and lots of money without having to do much at all. Now, we all know that any business you need to put in a little bit of effort, and most of us, we don't have the time, and it's just not possible for a lot of us. Anyway, my mum came across a company called Dubli that she told me about. At the time, it wasn't even in Australia. They didn't even ship to Australia. So at first I thought, Mum, you've been scammed. I think whatever money you might have put into this company, you've lost it. But she assured me that it was going to launch in Australia in October. So I thought, we'll wait and see, and we'll take it from there. Anyway, October came along and it did launch in Australia and New Zealand. So I looked a little bit more into the company and found out that a lot of bad and a lot of good information was out there. A lot of the bad information, I also found out that they were set up from people setting these forums up, and their ultimate goal at the end of it were to then advertise their own business opportunities. I also found out they were in the developmental stages since 2003 in Europe and launched in Europe in 2006. They also launched in America in September 2008. So then I looked into Australia, and I looked on the Australian Business Registration website, and they registered with the Australian Taxation Office. They are also registered with ASIC. So the more I looked into this company, the more I thought that this could be a great opportunity, especially to get in at the beginning. Now let's see if you will agree with me on the way Dubli works. There's 3 ways of shopping. The first way is the express auction. What happens with the express auction is you find an item that you might want to purchase, you have a look at that item, and if you like the look of the item, then you can spend 1 credit. Now 1 credit is 80 cents, so what you do is you spend your 1 credit and say show me the price. And what you do when you say show me the price will then drop by 25 cents. So 60 to 90 people might have looked at that item. So each time someone looks at the item, it drops by 25 cents. So say 60 people have looked at that item. That means that price would have been dropped by $15. Now if you're happy with that item, you can purchase that item straight then and there. If not, you can come back later, see if it's dropped a bit further. Now they also have a price guarantee. So what they're saying is if you find that item after 2 weeks of purchasing it cheaper anywhere, they will be 10%, plus they'll also credit you with an extra 10% of the difference. So to me, I find that pretty good. I also did some more research on that way as well, that I've checked the products out and what Dubli has the price for and what other places are selling them for, and Dubli has been the cheapest. The other way of shopping is through the unique bid. Now the unique bid is a little bit more of a fun way of shopping. So what you do is you go onto the unique bid, say you see an iPod you want to buy, which is $180. You go into that iPod and you can put in whatever amount you wish to pay for that item. Say you want to pay $5.25. So you put in your $5.25 and you use 1 more of your credit. So at the end of the item, the timer, because there's a timer on it, at the end of the timer, if you were the only person who did that item, so you were the unique bidder of that item and you were the lowest unique bidder, you win that item for the $5.25. So people are saving 60 to 90% off these items. They even have cars on these items, on these auctions. Now another good thing I found was they also have debit cards. So you can get a $100 to $500 debit card. So say again you're in the express auction, you saw a debit card that you wanted, you spend 1 of your credits, 80 cents, show me the price. Say again another 60 people have looked at that item. That means it's dropped by $15. So you've just paid 80 cents and made $15. I don't know anywhere where I can give someone 80 cents and they give me back $15. So even with that way of purchasing stuff with the debit cards, you can actually start making money from just being a customer. So a lot of people are saying too that this is another multi-level marketing company. Now, the more I looked into it, it's definitely not a multi-level marketing company. It sort of starts off looking like that in the sense that you sort of get people underneath you that join the company. But really, in the end, you don't really make much money from them joining the company. They don't have to keep making money to make you money. You make an initial amount from anyone who joins, but your main focus is your customers because that's how you're going to make the money. Because what happens is you buy credits at a discounted price and then you sell them on to your customers at the retail. It's just like you would if you own your own shopping shop where you'd buy your products at a discounted price and then you'd mark up your price and sell them on to your customers. Now, another really good thing that I've just that's going to be launched in March as well is they're having a worldwide auction, which will mean that there will be between about 200 different items on the Dubli website that can be bidded on worldwide, which means that everyone in the world can have a look at that one item. So everyone can be bringing that item down by 25 cents each time they look at it, which means that prices are even going to drop even further. And what Dubli is saying at the end of that auction, and whoever wins or purchases that item, they will then ship it from the purchaser's closest country. Now, the more and more I look into this and the way word of mouth is going, and you know, if you got that iPod, say $180 iPod for $5.25, wouldn't you tell everyone? Wouldn't you get onto Facebook or Twitter or even just word of mouth? And wouldn't you tell everyone? And everyone would just, I'm sure, if you told someone that, they would then want to get onto that site and have a look and see whether they could then get a bargain themselves. So I think I've covered most things with you. I hope I have. If you're interested, even in the shopping, in just having a look at the website and having a shop, then please email me at desy2477@hotmail.com and I will forward you on some free credits so that you can have a little play for yourself. And I think I have covered everything that I can think of. If not, also give me a call if you have any questions. The number's on the right hand side as well with my email address and the web address for Dubli. So please do not hesitate to call me anytime if you have any questions. Thanks very much for your time and I look forward from hearing from you. Thank you. Bye.